Hello, friends. Welcome to episode 103. It's been about 2.5 weeks since I recorded the last episode, but I am excited to get back into things. And in the meantime, since that quest was bug, I went ahead and went back and did all three quests related to the Cult of Bellin or whatever it's called, and finally got to work where it's not bugged and we can actually do the final quest in the series. So that is not what I want to do. We are going to exit the menu, but not the
I can
game.
see in your eyes that you have come to the same conclusion we have. Thank the gods. The Testament is on the cusp of raising the Niskaru lord, Fyragnos. When they do, all of Detir will be plunged into flame.
Yeah, so just to bring you guys up to speed, obviously there's a bug with this quest line, and if you don't do it kind of very particularly, the final quest does not get unlocked or is auto failed. All the instructions are on the wiki for how to do the whole thing, but basically don't quick travel at all between the quests. Do the quests in order, one at a time, not overlapping, and also use the bedroll in between each quest for I just use like 10 hours to make sure the NPCs have time to get back to camp where they're supposed to be for this final quest. We won't let that happen.
Agreed. Unfortunately, we are too late. The beast has already entered this world. I can sense its presence.
Uh-oh.
But Fyragnos is weak now. It will take some time for him to develop, to mature. We should strike while we have the chance.
I do like how he's like, we can't let them summon Fyragnos, and I'm like, definitely not. And he's like, I agree, but it's already done. Like, well then why didn't you say that? How can we defeat Fyragnos?
Given enough time, Fyragnos will develop into a full Niskaru lord. But while in a juvenile state, it is vulnerable. We just have to get there and hope we are strong enough to fight it.
I wonder why it's a tomb though. Do Niskaru come back? Are they like undead? I guess. Not sure. I imagine we'll fight like actual Niskaru lords later in the game, but for now, just a infant form. Very well, let's go.
It seems that Fyragnos has housed itself in the complex at the end of the canyon. The only way in is through the catacombs of his tomb. We will meet you in there. Now, let us move.
All right, one more time to the tomb. Also, I realized there's a much quicker way to get there than the way I was taking before. Instead of going all the way around and down to the valley, I'd probably go in the valley this way too, but better yet, there's a little cut through here. And this is, as you can see, definitely the fastest way. I wonder if I should have used the bed again to give them time to walk down here. Hopefully it doesn't matter. Worst case, I do have a save. Alright, good. The gang's all here. Oh, I'm going to re-equip my regular sword. And that last quest is very annoying to repeat. I repeated it. I've done it 3 times now because I thought maybe just doing that one quest would fix it, but I had to go back and do all 3. And trying to poison your enemies and knock them off the bridge, not fun. Alright, so the tomb is mostly empty from last time. There's some bad guys down there, but I guess we're going to ignore them and keep going. Trap. Hopefully these guys can't die. Hopefully this is not like an escort quest. Is this where we're going? Seems to be. So let's go ahead and summon Axie. Now the gang's really all here. And between me and the other mage and the mages, there's going to be a lot of magic on screen. Hopefully we can tell things apart. He does not have his shield up, so he'll do some lightning damage, although he seems to have pretty good magic resistance. Does seem like mages definitely have better magic resistance, which makes sense. Alright, now we're getting split up a bit because some of us were fighting and some were running ahead. Watch out for that bear trap. Almost there. This must be it. Oh, what is that? Oh, one of those traps.
Curse it all. The Testament was cleverer than I gave them credit for. From the look of things, this door will only open if someone is standing on the switch back there. We don't have time to break down the door. Someone is going to have to stay behind to keep this open.
Interesting. I thought it would make you choose between one of your 3 new companions, quote unquote. I kind of wonder what happens if you say I'll stay behind. Like, do they go to inflate and do they lose? Does he just say no, I'll stay, you have to go? But I'm just going to choose kind of the obvious thing. I would like you to stay behind.
Very well. You have to keep going and stop Fyragnos before it is too late. I will be fine, truly.
I feel like it should be one of the other 2. Although I don't know, maybe they're more accomplished warriors. I'm just always partial to mages. Especially when fighting other mages. Magic must defeat magic. Let me know if you get the reference. Alright, here we go. There he is. Now, the big question is going to be, as an Iscaro Lord, does he must fire? I assume he does. Well, I should have done... Yeah, it's probably not too late. Since I believe we can change our inventory in battle. So plus 20% damage. Oh, I guess the one that I had before was like plus 20% damage versus Iscaros, so I guess it's not... There's not a reason to keep it. Right? Yeah, okay. Never mind. I was thinking I had that kind of Iscaro thing. At least we're facing a bunch of them, which is cool. And we have all of our allies, so it's not like all gang up on us that they do sometimes. It makes it really hard to fight. I assume he's gonna use this. Yeah, didn't do anything to him, but frost spell. There we go. Some lightning for good measure. Some rock, all the elements. Missed that one. Going back into this little fire prison. Okay. I feel like using the Chocums against the Iscaro. He can generate some health there. Might need to use a mana potion soon, but we're good for now. What's up? More hunters getting summoned. Alright. One more time, hopefully. So he has a purple, which I guess is means boss, but I kind of wish he would do a little more damage. Alright. At last, Fyragnos is dead. Hopefully the cult will disband, although that might be too much to ask for. But I'm glad I did the quest, even though it was a pain to get here. I should just waited to reset. Okay. A little bit rusty. I should just wait to do all 5 at once if I miss the middle one. Yep. Okay, we're gonna wait till they're all reset, and then we're gonna do it. Oh, we're out of time. Uh-oh. Ah, curse of mana drain. Oh no. Well, I'm glad there's a penalty. That's nice at least. But It is unfortunate we didn't get what was inside. Ooh, a nice little pool here. Some more harvest flowstone. I was debating whether to use the save that we had before and just kind of go back to after this, or continue with this one. I think I'll go forward with this one. We might lose some loot or something, or I don't know how the XP shakes out, probably about the same, but let's just keep going.
We're still standing, and Fyragnos has fallen. We struck a mighty blow here, Dreg, but the Testament's still out there, planning more atrocities, more murder.
So let's stop them.
They won't try resurrecting this thing again. Not under my eye. Now I'm getting out of here.
Alright. I think that's enough for this quest line. We will level up, and I'm pretty sure I didn't, like, complete any quests in the other save file that we haven't done in this one as well. But we do need to level up. Okay, so I have 1 point available. Could do persuasion. Could do alchemy for ingredients. I kind of think dispelling and lockpicking might just be the best ones for now, though. Alright, and we are going to keep putting points into sorcery. So until we unlock the next tier, which is going to be a little bit away, 7 more points. Keep looking at this guy, but he is... This does do chakram damage, and we just need 1 point here to get to it. So that's an option. How much frost shackle can I get? Alright, let's do 1 point there. And then we do use chakrams a lot, so let's go ahead and grab the extra attack for them. And we'll stay with Paragon for the time being. Alright, cool. Thankfully there's a little jump down here. Whee! Oh, and we are now surrounded. Okay. Oh yay, more Bellin. That's the name of the cult. Better name than just Cult of Bellin. It is annoying fighting mages because there are little bubbles they make. And the tornadoes too. Alright, that should take care of him or not. He's still alive. Good job, Axie. Okay, we can also quick travel again now that we're done those quests. So, okay, we kind of ended up down here. Let's zoom out a little bit and see where we are. Alright, it definitely seems like we've completed this area. So now I need to remind myself which other side quests we had. So we have the faction quest. Oh, okay, so the crossing. That's the one that we had done in the other save file that I have not done in this one. So maybe I'll do that one off screen because you guys have already seen it clearly. And then I can just kind of fast forward through the cutscenes and check this quest off. And we're not doing Lord Condrian and Cure Seeker. We'll get to when we get to. So yeah, that's kind of it for this area. There's the main quest. How far are we from the main quest? The Hollowlands. Where are the Hollowlands? Down that way. Alright, well, what do you guys say we explored the Red Marches, we explored Alsarund. Let's kind of make our way through the Hollowlands to Mentir. And then from there we can probably get to... Oh, there's the House of Valor. That's what this is. Okay, that makes sense. I totally planked on that text there until just now. And then, of course, the famed gnome city of Edessa. Oh, right. Okay, let's go to Fellfire Pit for now, then. And from there, we will press westward. And we'll bring Axie with us, of course. See if my lockpicking skills are as rusty as my dispelling. They do not seem to be, so that's good. And we're doing pretty good on inventory space too. I did kind of ignore a lot of loot when I was redoing those quests, just because I was tired of running around and grabbing it all, so we might have a little less loot, but hopefully it's not really noticeable. got buddies. Let's try setting them on fire. Where's the other one? Oh, it's a Bogart who is diseased. Oh yeah, I probably should have healed my curse. I'm not sure what Mana Drain does, but I don't like the sound of it. Well, let's go ahead and get to let's get to another landmark, and then I'll quick travel and find a healer. Wonder where the best place to go is for a healer. Maybe just one of the towns or something. Alright, more boggarts. They are diseased, it seems. They're also weak to fire. And there's... oh, he's summoning them, okay. He's one of the Narca. Yeah, our mana regen is definitely taking a big hit. Okay, interesting time. Narca Summoner, that makes sense. That's why he's summoning the boggarts. Okay, I see 2 hidden treasures. Shoes of Fire Warding. That is one thing I wish they would kind of have in this game, that maybe they shouldn't have done everything randomized. Would be like really cool like weapons and things to find, like stuff better than the crafted items, where you'd find like a great sword and be like really excited about it. Like you are earlier in the game, but now it's like it's just random drops and most of them aren't as good anyway. So I suppose in a way it's kind of my fault for making such good crafted gear, but I do like kind of the like the Dragon Age method, where I think some of the gear was random, but there were also like dedicated legendary weapons that you could find. Okay, let's just go to like what was that one on the water? Where was that? Was that in the seed? No, I think that was over here. I don't remember. It wasn't the Enmir and it wasn't Webwood. Where was that town with the medicine? Was it Didenhill? I remember it being further south, the town I'm thinking of, but either way, it doesn't matter too much. The one that was on the big lake. Oh, this is it. Okay, it is Didenhill. Cool. And I see a healer right over here. Healer's Cottage. Good pick. Is that you?
Thanks to you, I've enough plague shield when this plague shield runs out.
And despite all of our help, she still charges us.
I don't
but it's
know
not
what
that
we'll do
expensive,
then.
So
Well, on your way with you.
to a good cause. And with our curse lifted, our mana should restore itself in no time. And quick traveling back. Not going to go in Yagan's tomb yet, but if we have a quest that sends us there, obviously we'll come back and do that. I am glad that it seems like this area of the map is a lot smaller. Like, these areas were fun, but they did get to be kind of tedious after a while with all these different areas and quest lines. I'm kind of looking forward to having some areas that are a little bit smaller and maybe a little bit faster. I still enjoyed this game a lot, but I'm realizing I'm running out of time to play it, at least as much as I would before. So definitely wouldn't mind the game sort of speeding up from here and getting to see the rest of it. And then moving on to future games, of course. Not sure what I'll play next, but I'll certainly let you guys know. And I do see a new quest giver here at the Modus Mining Outpost. First mining outpost I think we found. And a
Looks
gnome.
like I'm in luck. Didn't expect to see so heavily armed an adventurer wandering into our camp. Are you interested in a job? I've got a fey beast situation I need taken care of.
I'll do what I can. What'd you need?
Excellent. A pack of wild fey have holed up at the canyon hill site at the top of the ledge. I've already dispatched a scholar to investigate, but he hasn't returned. You'll find him near the road towards the mine. I'll have more information for you there. but it isn't useful for much else. The coward refuses to go near the Fae. Get to the site and figure out why those blasted things have come out of the mine, and then get rid of them. Speak to the scholar when the deed is done. He'll pay you.
Alright. Tell me about Aaron Excavations.
They were our biggest competition. And they discovered this site, actually. When we caught wind of it, we made sure to get up here with a bag of gold for each of his workers. So they promised to work for us instead, of course. Work like a charm. Poor Edgar Aaron never found a way to recover from that. There's no one else to run his mine. He probably couldn't find the money to pay them even if he found new staff. If I sound proud of us, it's 'cause I am. It was a big victory for Motus.
I mean, it sounds a little underhanded, but honestly, if he's not paying his workers enough where they go over to this guy who pays him better, then good for them. What is Cloudcrest?
I've seen some strange things. Flickers and flashes from the top of that mountain. No idea what causes it, and I don't want none. We've got our hands full down here as it is.
Tell me of the Hollowlands.
A forsaken, wretched wasteland with more beasts than grains of sand. Still, by the domes of Odessa, I'll not see this venture fail.
The Domes of Odessa. That'll be cool to see. Tell me more of Modus Mining Village.
If it weren't for the beast lurking at our doorstep every day, I'd find this place quaint. As it is, I can barely retain my sanity. Capstan Odvar runs an inn and serves as our chief of security.
And Saltwell Caverns?
I've received reports of strange happenings in those caverns. One of the workers claimed he saw horrifically scarred men wandering near Saltwell mouth.
Alright, well that's enough for now.
Good eve.
And we'll go ahead and enter since it's our only quest in the area. Should probably head inside too in case there's another quest giver or anything interesting in here, and it seems there is.
You look well armed. Aren't you hear about the Croddock? We have a vicious one on our hands.
Oh no.
It's about the desert, killing any workers it can catch. How in blazes it developed a taste for gnome flesh, only that damn thing knows. Confound it. Between the Canyon Hill incident and that beast, our schedule's ground to a halt.
A Crudock is attacking miners?
You got the picture. Don't know how the damned old thing got a taste for him, but once it gets an idea, there's no stopping it. We've put a price on its hide, but who'd be crazy enough to earn it?
You're looking at him. I'll try.
Well, you sure? All right, it's your funeral. You should speak to Edgar Aaron of Aaron Excavations. He'll know how to find Bloodbane. Edgar's lived in the Hollowlands longer than any of us.
Alright, what do you know of Aaron Excavations?
They were the first mining operation here in the Hollowlands. Foreman by the name of Edgar Aaron. Rumor has it he spent every coin he had building his mine. When Motus moved in, they waved bags of gold in the faces of Aaron's workers. The next day, they all jumped ship. It's tragic, but it's business.
Guess he should have hired some better security or something to lay a better claim to the mine. What is Bloodbane?
We don't know where it got a taste for the gnome miners, but it's been terrorizing the Dunehead mine. Motus is offering a considerable bounty for its demise.
Tell me of yourself, Capstan Odvar.
Once word got out that Edgar Aaron had found this mineral-rich site, Motus rushed to get an operation set up here. I'm all the muscle they bothered to send. I'm the lone guard Motus hired to protect this place. They've given me a chief of security title, but that means nothing when I've got no men to command. Now we've got a Croddock that's more than a match for a small army. I know better than to go out there alone.
Reminds me when we used to have a senior staff accountant who was also our only staff accountant. Okay, lots of different topics here. Let's just ask him about Edgar Aaron one more time.
He's the foreman of the other mine here. He knows a thing or two about the Hollowlands. Been surveying this place long before Motus moved in. He ran Aaron Excavations until Motus hired his workers out from under him. It's tough, but that's business. I'm not sure what he's up to these days, but he hasn't left.
Alright,
You
well, I'm
look
sure
like
we'll run
you
to
can
him
take care of
soon.
yourself, but you should be careful out there.
And is there a shopkeeper or anything? It doesn't seem like it.
I'd never seen such a fey-ridden place.
So it's a, and they mean the fae, like the wild fae, the beasts. At least I assume they do. Alright, yeah, just an inn, not a shop. Yeah, we don't really need a bed right now, though I will need a bed soon, probably after this episode. But we'll keep going for a bit. Okay, so... seems like we're not far from Engar, or whatever his name was. And also some materials, and also... from the looks of it, another quest. Ooh. There's the skeleton of some giant beast. I think that's the quest giver up there. Our mana is finally almost fully recovered. Fae.
I watch them day by day, their foolish, meddling scampering to separate one piece of earth from a slightly different piece of earth. Fae know that the land will endure, will heal any wounds mortals can inflict. But I worry that these wounds may be long to heal. I cannot act, I am bound by our beliefs. But an agent of change could cauterize these wounds by making the century plants bloom.
Oh, I thought he was going to have us get rid of the miners, which would seem weird because, like, there seem to be a lot of quest lines about that, and that doesn't seem like something this game would do. But I guess he's just trying to, like, repair the former mines, or the mines that have already been mined out with these plants. How do you make them bloom?
Oh, I cannot make them bloom, not now. When the time is right, one Fey whisper will do. You mortals are not bound as we are. You can grow such things out of season.
Ah. And what will this do?
You wouldn't know with these little mortals here, but these lands are a Fey place. And Fey places need refreshing from time to time. The blooming of the century plants is the fastest route of recovery.
Why do they need to bloom?
The century plants have deep ties to the pulse and marrow of the land. Their breath wakens the desert, causes the rocks to stir and grow.
Interesting. Hopefully it doesn't, like, cause cave-ins and trap the miners who are down there, though. Hopefully she's talking about the mines that have already been abandoned. What would I have to do?
A friend of the sands. You'll do what needs doing. You will need petrichor. Here's a skinful I have gathered. But first, you must ready the plant with fire. Only after fire will they drink the petrichor. There are 3 century plants in this land just now. Make all 3 bloom, and all will be well.
Well, they seem like very finicky plants, having to burn and then drink this stuff. But, alright, let's give it a try. What do you know of the gnomes?
The little mortals, you mean? Forever cutting, clearing, digging, will they never stop? Won't they tire of it and go away?
Perhaps one day.
Farewell.
But I'm guessing they use the metals they mine to build, or to make weapons and armor and all kinds of things that metal is good for. Alright, well, at this point we have plenty of quests in this area, but I think this is probably a good time to end things. When we come back, we'll find the original miner here and get some directions to the Cruddock, and then see where the quest takes us from there. I think something's going to attack us up there. Oh, also there's like a shimmer. I wonder what that is. Interesting. Well, if you want to find out, you'll just have to stay tuned for the next episode, because I'm getting to bed. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great night, and I'll see you again soon.